That was quick. Yeah, as usual, we're gonna give it a minute. Let's a few people, at least 4 or 5, get in here. So go fill your coffee or get some more tea or whatever you need. Hey Jerry, thanks for coming in. All right. Well, it took a minute. We got 5 people. That was pretty splat. That was pretty good. Thanks for the thumbs up. So we're going to be talking about Brandon White. He had his bond hearing. Cajun Randy, good to see you, brother. What the hell? I just tried to make you a mod. It won't do it. I don't know why phone's not letting me add moderators. I did it in a premiere the other day. Okay, guys, this is going to be short and sweet, so if you miss it, you can go back and replay it. I was here this morning for Brandon White, known as America First on YouTube. He had a bond reduction hearing, or actually it was a bond hearing, and ended up turning into a bond reduction hearing, and he was granted a bond reduction. Brandon White is America First on YouTube and America White on Facebook. Hey, Damaged. Glad you could make it in. There was the lawyer. I met him. I had called him yesterday. He didn't call me back because he does not have authorization from Brandon to speak to me about his case. But we were able to get some sideways comments to each other without specifically talking about any facts. And he did good argument. The prosecutor was trying to make an argument that he needed $100,000 bond because he should have been smart enough to know that walking around with, and this is the facts the state had, was that somebody, one of his guests, was walking around with a loaded AR-15 with a silencer, waving it around, causing alarm to the public, and that he should have been smart enough to know that somebody was going to call 911. The lawyer also argued that he sees no underlying cause for the organized criminal activity, and the only other charge there with it is the causing a false report of 911. And so the state didn't even know what the underlying charge was, because organized criminal activity is like it's like putting aggravated on a charge or something like that. It steps it up to the next high level. Okay, well, if you're at level 0 and you step it up to the next highest level, that's still 0. But they did not want to get into the facts of the case. It was strictly a bond hearing, and the prosecutor was trying to make it sound like he knew he was going to scare everybody and that, he should have a $100,000 bond. So Judge Kitchens pulls up the law about bond. It's section 17 point something something, and read it to the state in open court, and decided that he is going to reduce the bond on the misdemeanor. The false 911 is going to be set at $1,000 instead of $5,000, and the felony case, the organized criminal activity, he reduced it to $7,500. So total bond amount is $8,500, and he does have his residence listed as out of county. They typically want 15% for out of county. Possibly if we went to a bondsman in the town he's resides in and got one there that's allowed to practice here, they would only charge him 10%. So we're looking at $1,275 to get Brandon out of jail. Okay, now since he got the bond reduction, Melanie should also get a bond reduction, and I'm sure he would want everybody to get Melanie out first, but we don't know yet when her bond hearing is going to be. That's what we were doing here last week. Ninja and Damage Beyond Repair and I we're filing not filing. We served the court with the writ of habeas corpus, which basically asked that they've been denied freedom long enough and can't afford bond. They shouldn't have a bond. Little or no criminal history, and she should get a PR. But it also said if that's not feasible, that it should be reduced. Now that Brandon's has been reduced, I think we can pretty much figure Melanie's is going to be reduced as well. Don't know when that hearing's going to be. I should get an email about it. And that being said, I can take a look at some chat. I don't want to scroll back by, but if you ask me something, if you could type it back in, if I have the answer, I'll let you know. And now everybody's silent in chat. Yeah, Ninja, it probably won't be Monday because he has got to get Brandon to sign the bond papers, and he's got to come back to Judge Kitchens and get him to sign it, and it would be tomorrow at the soonest, but probably not until Monday. The judge was completely fair. We got the right judge, folks. I sat in there all morning listening to hearings. All these hearings, you know, the run-of-the-mill criminal shit, take about between 2 and 5 minutes per person. Brandon's hearing was about 35 to 40 minutes long, and there was no facts heard in the case. So there is some interest. Even the bailiffs in the jail, that the guys that clear you, security at the front desk, they walked in to hear Brandon's hearing. So he's got some local support, even with the jailers, or the court security. Yeah, this is starting to look like it's going to be a $50 million civil suit. That is good news. What's the difference in what, Bob Mazzulli? Yeah, thanks for hitting the like button, guys. Where'd you go, Bob? Okay, well, I mean, if you guys want to be done, be done. I tried to do a request for the audio in Judge Kitchen's court, because this lawyer, man, the prosecutor kept wanting to ramble on about facts in the case, and Brandon's lawyer kept shutting her down. Objection, and then, well, let's see what she has to say. And she's like, I'm sorry, sustained. Like, shut up, bitch. Old judge saying sustained, but he could have been saying shut up, bitch. All right, guys, I'm supposed to be doing some shopping. Hey. The prosecutor believes that somebody was walking around in a bulletproof vest with an AR-15 with a silencer on it. That's what she thinks. And boy, does she look like she's playing for the same team. I don't want to offend anybody, but, you know, we could call her Butch. Silencers are legal here in Texas if it's made here in Texas. But if you have one and you have the paperwork, they're not gonna fucking check and see if it's made in Texas and enforce it. But if you want to know more of that, ask HBO Matt or Corners News. They're really up on all that. Guys, I'm gonna shag it out of Polk County. I'm here solo. I got no backup. None. Right, Ninja? Yeah, something like that. Some kind of paperwork. Okay, guys, man, I got out of there. I had to run get me something to eat. I was starting to get shaggy, so I went and got me a chicken sandwich and came back in and tried to get the audio. It's a non-thing. They do not release audio of bond hearings, and I would have to pay the court reporter to do it, and that would be a minimum just for a transcription, just to get what all was said. It'd be a minimum of $200. I just basically said if I had $200, I'd throw in on Brandon's bail. So, guys, take care, be safe. Hopefully I'll get an update on when Melanie's hearing is. I'd like to be here for that. By the way, they took a break. I was listening to all these cases all morning, and they took a 10-minute break and said Brandon's up next. I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, that's weird. I got to pee anyway. So anyway, everybody jumps out, smokes a cigarette, goes to the bathroom, and got back in there. And man, I cannot believe he had the longest hearing. They could have cleared probably 15 people in the time it took for Brandon to get his bond reduction. So anyway, I'm glad to see that they were very careful about this case, except the prosecutor was the sloppiest one in the room. Literally. Trying to get Brandon to say something, forgetting to say, do you understand the facts are allegedly of this? And man, the lawyer was right on top of it, keeping her in check. It was good to see. It's good to see he's got good representation. Now we need to get that kind of representation for Melanie. There's no way I could go in there and present a habeas corpus. I signed it. I don't want to go present it, but if nobody else can do it, man, I'm the guy. And I don't want to be. But I feel much more comfortable now after seeing Judge Kitchens in action, and know that he'll give you a little leeway to see what the hell you're trying to say, according to what the prosecutor was babbling about. Anyway, like, making the people scared is like against the law, according to the fucking prosecutor. So, hey guys, I already said later, and so now I'm gonna go. I gotta go get me a new pair of shoes. Concerned citizens, sig out. Oh, well, since I'm still here, somebody asked, was Brandon at the hearing? He appeared by Zoom. He's still at the jail. He hasn't left the jail. He hasn't spoken to anybody. I don't even know if he got a receipt that there's money on his books. But yeah, CCC, sig out. It's not letting me shut the stream down. That's weird, my touch screen's not working. Nothing's working.